All right, so this is going to be one of the navigation videos. So this first one's going to help you navigate and get to know how to use everything related to Blackboard. So for the first thing, you should be in the Start Here folder. That's where we should be beginning. The welcome video is here. So if you haven't, go ahead and pause the navigation video, watch the welcome video, and then you can come back to this. But we are in the Start Here folder. You can see it can be accessed over here on this side, and then you can see the title is located there. I'm going to go up to the top and switch and put this into student view, so that way it's going to look the exact same way you guys will see it. So you can see that not much changed. So if we look on the left hand side here, we can see that there'll be syllabus and a course schedule. So if we click on that, the syllabus is located here. You guys can download that. That gives the information related to me and the course, a description of the class, kind of gives you the structure of all those things. If you've already watched the welcome video, this is a hybrid class, and we will be predominantly doing everything online, but we will have some face-to-face meetings. Course objectives are listed down here below, and then you can also see the learning materials. You're going to be required to get the McGraw-Hill Connect system, the ebook, and you can get that through the bookstore. The American Red Cross materials will be provided to you, and then obviously you will need a computer with software for the course. Course requirements, you're going to have course assignments, course assessments, lab assignments, and lab assessments, and we'll talk about those in a little bit when we look at the course requirements a little bit more specifically. Our grading scale, attendance policy, in-class attendance policy, you need to contact me within 24 hours. Communication information is there to give you guys an idea of when to expect things to be graded and to be done. Also, keep in mind that if you don't hear from me, say for example, if you contact me and you don't get a response within 48 hours, if that's not on the weekend, you need to send another email. You need to attend my virtual office hours, or you need to call my office phone. So just making sure that we are making contact. So be sure to review the communication, proper communication related to those things. Just some basic etiquette on how to conduct yourselves with an online course, when to register by, when to withdraw by, university policies, plagiarism, and then a reminder that you need to check your Blackboard, your McGraw-Hill, and your email on a daily basis. So I'm a huge Blackboard announcement email person, so you really need to make sure that you're doing that on a regular basis. So that's kind of the syllabus. So we can go back here, and then this is going to go ahead and give us the course schedule. So if we look at the first one, that's going to be kind of for the class. So you can see that everything's broken up into 4 weeks, or kind of 4 units. And so this is going to be the content from Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, and then Unit 4. And the dates are going to go ahead and correspond to this. This is going to be everything that's going to be done online via Blackboard or the McGraw-Hill Connect. This isn't going to be anything that we're going to discuss or do when we're meeting face-to-face in class. So this is the schedule for the course. Well, this schedule, lab schedule, is the schedule for lab. So again, this is broken up into kind of units or dates, and these will correlate to when we'll be meeting face-to-face on the day specified. So for the first week, we won't be meeting face-to-face, but you will have the content that you need to cover. And then for the second week, we are going to go ahead and meet face-to-face. So the dates to meet face-to-face were scheduled for June 18th, 19th, 25th, and 26th. We will not be meeting on the 18th as originally planned, so we will only be having the 3 face-to-face meetings there. Also, you'll notice that all of the information is condensed for lab into 2 weeks or 2 units. The information during this first unit is what we'll be working on during our face-to-face meetings on the 19th, and the information from this unit we'll be working on when we're meeting face-to-face on the 25th and the 26th. So there will not be any new lab content for the units following that. Everything will be in those first 2 weeks. So that's the syllabus and the course schedule. If we go down, McGraw-Hill Connect, if we go ahead and click on this, that's going to take you to the McGraw-Hill Connect system, and that's going to allow you to purchase the text and do all of those things. So if you click on that, that'll go ahead and give you access to that. The American Red Cross materials are going to be everything that you need for the course. You can click on the folder. The texts are going to be the manuals and some kind of ready references or cheat sheets. You'll also have a whole bunch of videos. So the videos are categorized by folders, and you should be able to play them, and those should load there. Oftentimes, that's why I have this announcement here, you'll need to use Firefox to access them because sometimes Safari and Google Chrome and Explorer don't work that great. But feel free to try a couple interfaces to make sure that they're working, and those will all be associated with certain units and things like that. So you can access the American Red Cross materials through that. Unit requirements is the next. So if we click on there, let's look at our guidelines. So these are going to be all of the requirements that were outlined on the syllabus. So as you can see, we are going to have our course assignments, course assessments, lab assignments, and lab assessments. I'll have other navigation videos that demonstrate how to go ahead and do these specifically, but this is going to be an overview. So the first thing are going to be our Learn Smart study modules. That's going to make sure that you're reading the content and the information from the class, and it's pretty much just do it and it's completed. And so this provides information related to that. You also have Connect assignments. Connect assignments are also going to be through the McGraw-Hill. Those are going to allow you to take the information you've read and apply them to situations. So the Learn Smart's going to give you the content and the information, the foundational knowledge. This is going to allow you to apply it. And then you're also going to go ahead and have discussion board postings, which is where you're going to interact with your peers by also applying the information that you've gathered to a new situation or relating it to previous information that you've already learned. And you will be required to do 2 posts for that, an original and a reply post. Make sure that you follow these specifically. I also have the guidelines and the grading rubric posted here, so make sure you take a look at that. And so you'll have to have 2 discussion posts per unit. Your course assessments, you will have 1 assessment for each unit, so you'll have a quiz. Those will be taken at the end of the units, and they'll be about 60 to 90 minutes in length of time, and there'll be multiple choice, short answer, a variety of those. And those will also be taken through that McGraw-Hill Connect system. They will be timed, so I encourage you to go ahead and study ahead of time in order to go ahead and make sure that you are able to complete them. You will also have lab assignments. You'll have 2. You'll have a flow chart assignment where you have to create a flow chart based off of what you would do for an adult regarding unconscious CPR, unconscious choking, and conscious choking. You'll do the same thing for an infant. Those will be due at the end of the semester. And I've also kind of given you an example. And then you'll also be required to do a video assignment where you guys will go ahead and work in groups if you want, no more than 3. You'll contact me. I'll give you a scenario, and you have to put together a video that demonstrates the proper treatment and assessment of that injury based off of the information that you learned from lab. And so this has all the guidelines related to that. And then you also have a lab assessment. So at the beginning of each time we have a face-to-face meeting, you will have a quiz. So there'll be 3 because we're meeting face-to-face 3 times. And that's just to make sure that you've gone over and you have the knowledge and the foundational information you need to engage in class that day. Because lab is going to be all about application. So you will have those 3 quizzes. So that's kind of the overview of the guidelines related to things that you'll be expected to do. Obviously read these more specifically in detail so you can gain more insights. And then the other navigation videos will provide some additional detail and information into those. So if we look at a unit, you can see this is our first unit. It gives you the dates that they'll run. If you click show in high text, that's going to give you the objectives of that unit, but then you can quickly hide it. If we look at one, it'll give you an idea. It's organized very nicely. It's going to tell you what to do in a structured format or organization. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and read these chapters related to the lecture, and then for lab, you're going to go ahead and read the required readings and watch the videos. After you've done all those requirements, that's when you're going to start doing the assignments related to the course. So you're going to want to do your Learn Smart study modules, then you're going to do your assignments and your discussion board posts, because that's going to allow you to apply the information. And then the last thing you'll do is you'll take the quiz. For lab, you won't be required to do anything other than just the proper preparation, because we'll be going ahead and taking quizzes and applying that information when we meet face-to-face in class. It also has the due dates. Your Learn Smart study modules will always be due on the Sunday of a unit. Your Connect assignments and your discussion posts will always be due on a Friday of the unit at 12 p.m. And then your quiz will always be due on Friday by 11:59 at night. The reason they're structured like this is to make sure that you do the study modules before you do the 2 assignments. And then I also want to make sure that you do the assignments before you go ahead and take the quiz. So they're structured in that format for a purpose. So as long as you do things in order, you guys will do a really great job and you'll be highly successful. And then as we scroll down, you'll see that the Learn Smart study modules are organized in here in a folder. If you click on that, that'll take you to McGraw-Hill and you can work on those. The same thing is organized for the Connect assignments in a folder. If you click on there, you click on the link, that'll take you to McGraw-Hill. And then the quiz, the discussion board post will always link you to the discussion board that's related to the course. And you can go ahead and access that way. And I'll have another video related to that. And then the quiz, if we click on this, that will take you to McGraw-Hill where you can take the quiz. And then all of the lab requirements are also included in a folder. It's going to tell you what to read, and then it's also going to give you the videos that you need to watch. And so you simply watch the videos, do the readings, and then come prepared to class in order to take your quiz and then apply the information that you've already learned. So that's to kind of give you an idea of an overview of a unit or what a unit will look like. Some other things that you'll want to go ahead and pay attention to is going to be the Blackboard Collaborate. This is how we're going to go ahead and we're going to interact. This is how I'm going to do my virtual office hours. So I'll always have a room up here, and I'll always include my virtual office hours in an announcement at the beginning of every week. So as you can see, if we go ahead and look, we put the dates in for the first week of official class. You'll see that I've already included my office hours. So if you want to attend my online office hours, what you would do is you would click on this link, and then you'd be able to join the course or the session. But what you need to make sure you do is that you go ahead and you download the Blackboard Collaborate information ahead of time. You need to make sure that that's installed in your computer in order to do that. You can also use email here to access me or your classmates related to that. Also, you can access your grades and any technical support or information that you're going to go ahead and have over on that left-hand side. So that's kind of a general consensus on the navigation of how to use Blackboard and to kind of get around. You can also see that you can access, if we go here to the Start menu, you can go to Unit Requirements through here, and that'll take us to the units. We can also access the unit requirements on the sidebar that's over there. You can also access, the discussion board posts in each unit, like I'm doing there, or you can access the discussion board by the left-hand side, and you kind of look at them all that way. So you have multiple ways to go ahead and kind of access all those different points. So make sure you kind of start to get familiarized with Blackboard, you utilize everything, and you kind of know how to get around and stuff, because as the course progresses, you'll need to have that information.